Hey guys, happy Friday and welcome to another edition of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. Today I focused on finishing stripping the 69 cowlick bug. We plan to jump right in on Monday, our guy that is with Bodywork, and get this thing ready. So I went ahead and pulled the rear axles out the rest of the way. I think I only had one of the screws that had a stripped head, so not bad. Not nearly as bad as when I pulled the axles off the transmission. There were like 4 total. Not too bad. And then I pulled out that louvered, very 80s looking firewall and the side pieces. And I think that was about it back here. And then beyond that, actually I cleaned up the wiring a little bit, just kind of cut those off and left stubs so that I can use those to pull the new harness through when the time comes. And then I kind of moved on to the windows from there. So got the windshield out. That windshield fought me. I don't know. It's like it was glued to the seal or something. I went all around and cut the seal in every different direction, and that window would not come out. Finally, it did. I managed to get it out without breaking it. Although it did have a pretty bad chip in it, looked like a rock chip or something. So usually we just go ahead and throw a new windshield in cars anyway, but it's still kind of nice to get them out without breaking them. The pop-out windows, of course, those are easy to take out. They more or less unbolt out. Hinge here has like 3 screws in it, and then 3 screws back here for the latch. Those usually come out pretty easy. The back window, again, just cutting the seal with a big box cutter, and it came out pretty easily. The other thing I did that was actually kind of fun was I went and popped off all those little louver covers. It had the those aluminum-looking louver covers. Actually, you can see one right there. It's all mangled looking, but yeah. So it had those on it, but somebody had painted over them. I guess they went on the car back when the car was beige, because underneath all of those, except for a couple, which apparently were missing when the car got painted red, it was beige. So those things have been on the car for a really long time. Anyway, kind of fun to go ahead and pop those off. And let's see what else. Yeah, so that was the back window. And then from there, pretty much completely disassembled the doors. So the doors are gutted now and ready for their respective body work and so on, inside and out. The dash, I had forgot to ask the owner yesterday when he was by if he was going to want to run a dash pad or not, which the 69 would have came with, and we kind of texted back and forth today. He said, yeah, let's go ahead and run one. I think he had one on his 72 that he had back in the day. He likes that look. The reason I needed to ask and have him kind of decide was if he didn't want to run one, that's fine. But we would have to go and fill in some of these. There's some holes in here that are used. Actually, I think that's one that's used for the dash pad that we would fill in, and we'd probably go ahead and fill in all these vents and stuff, and then he'd have a metal dash. But he wants to run it, so we'll leave all those holes. Of course, we're gonna fix the radio opening there, which somebody had hacked up enormously at some point. And then there's some other random screw holes. We'll probably fill those. But other than that, the interior is pretty much stripped down. Headliner's still on it. I am honestly not sure how this aftermarket sliding sunroof comes off. So I'll pick some brains around here, Octavio or Rafa, Monday, and see if they know how to get that off. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take that off, because obviously the body work and everything will go right up to the edge of that. This will go back in once the car is painted, and we'll have Octavio's team make us a new canvas cover for it, and of course it'll get a new headliner and so on. So those are kind of the major things for this car. Pretty much spent about all day doing those things. They're kind of a pain, especially with one hand. But yeah, it is ready to roll on out and get started on its bodywork Monday. So the other thing that I did today a little bit was I had some fun with some chemistry. So You know, we do a lot of zinc plating here. A lot of our hardware is zinc plated, and I started looking around and I saw that that Eastwood actually sells a kind of do-it-yourself zinc plating kit. So it was about 130 bucks. I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and give it a try. I don't think we're gonna, well, I don't think, I know we're not gonna start doing 100% of our zinc plating in-house, just because usually we do pretty big batches with like 20, 30 parts. It's not really worth it. Our zinc plater charges us pretty, pretty reasonable amount, but inevitably what happens is we forget to send a few parts over, or we're doing something and we realize that we need a zinc plated part, and of course we always want it now. So I went ahead and got this kit, and I tried it out today on a few bolts, or a few nuts rather, and I'm really happy with the result. So these are just some nuts. I think these were off the yellow Gia. So first off, what I did was I went ahead and cleaned this hardware, which is all gross. In the Sonic cleaner, I used Simple Green and then the Evapo Rust, and got these things rust free and clean. And then yeah, basically from there, zinc plated them for about 4 minutes. In this thing, you basically take this little tank with an electrolyte in it. You dip this I guess this is called the anode in there. You hook up one side of the power to that. You hook the other side up to your part, or in this case, a wire that all these parts were attached to. You let it do its thing for a few minutes, and then when they came out, they were pretty dull. I wasn't super happy with it, but what I actually tried was I hit them with this wire wheel real quick, and they shined right up very, very easily. So pretty happy that we're going to have that capability in-house now. The other thing I've been playing around with is actually blackening hardware. Sometimes hardware, it's appropriate to be black. So again, I took some spare hardware that I had and tried a couple different solutions. This one, which I think I like the most, to me it looks the most appropriate, is from this stuff, Jax. You can find this on Amazon. The other one, which I don't like as much, but I feel like it's also a pretty high quality finish, is this one. And this is also something I found on Amazon. This stuff is made for guns, bluing guns, but works on pretty much any steel. So I think I'm probably going to stick with the Jax one, because I do like this finish better. And so yeah, I've been having some fun with some chemistry here, trying to expand some capabilities that we have in the shop, some things we want to do in-house if we're in a really big hurry or whatever. It makes sense to bring those capabilities in, especially since none of these things are that expensive. I think this bottle of stuff might have been 30 bucks or something, and it'll probably last essentially forever. 129 bucks here for the zinc plating, but honestly, if it saves us a few batches of zinc plating, it'll pay for itself probably in like a few batches, and it'll speed things up because we're not waiting a couple days to get parts back. Again, when we just have that handful of parts that we need zinc plated quick, then we'll do it in-house. Bigger batches that we plan in advance, we'll continue to send it over to those guys. So that pretty much wraps up this week, guys. Thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll see you Monday. Thanks a lot. Bye.